What if I told you the US economy is booming, but you feel broke? This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover why your wallet feels empty while Wall Street celebrates, and what this boom session means for your family's budget. Meet Matt Stoller, an anti-monopoly advocate and research director at a nonpartisan think tank. He coined a new term to describe our economic reality, the boom session. It's a combination of the words boom and recession. And it perfectly captures the national mood. On paper, the economy is humming. Economic output and the stock market are surging. Consumers are spending big. The post-pandemic recession many feared never happened. But here's the twist. The majority of Americans incorrectly believe the country is in an economic slowdown. They feel terrible about their finances, with debt at all-time highs. Stoller says, traditionally, the economy is doing really well, but ordinary people are saying they're not. This is the core of the boom session. It's thematically similar to the vibe session from 2022, which explained the disconnect between solid data and negative consumer sentiment after the pandemic. It also draws comparisons to the K-shaped economy, where outcomes vastly differ by income bracket. But Stoller's framework aims to bring awareness to the material financial hardships of those not in America's uppermost echelons. Once you see that, you understand why so many feel the national engine they help power isn't propelling them forward. On its surface, the boom session theory explains a shocking data break. For the past 6 decades, US GDP growth has correlated with better consumer sentiment. Not anymore. In recent years, that link has shattered. Chief economist Diane Swank, with 40 years of experience, says, "I've never seen anything like it, and that's a long time to never see anything like this." But here's what nobody's talking about. Inflation isn't one size fits all. This is the critical driver of the disconnect. Consumers face different rates of price growth based on their income class or where they live. New data reveals a brutal truth. Between 2020 and 2025, grocery and shelter inflation rose the most of any essential tracked by Morgan Stanley. And here's the part that will blow your mind. Those two categories made up a disproportionately high share of lower-income consumers spending in 2024. Your rent and your food bill are skyrocketing, and if you're not wealthy, you feel it most. Morgan Stanley economist Heather Berger confirms lower earners historically see higher inflation rates than their better-off counterparts. The inflationary gap actually widens when overall price growth is above the Federal Reserve's 2% target, which has been the case for years. This isn't a post-pandemic fluke. The Atlanta Fed reported this year that food prices rose around 9% more in poorer areas than richer ones. Think about that. Your neighborhood grocery store charges more than the one in a wealthier zip code for the same bread and milk. This creates a hidden tax on being poor. The boom session isn't just a feeling. It's a measurable economic reality where the benefits of growth flow upward while the costs of essentials crush those at the bottom. So, what are the implications? Some say the data proves resilience. Others say it reveals a system failing ordinary families. The controversy is real. If the stock market is at record highs but your credit card debt is too, who is this economy really for? The unanswered question lingers: can this boom last if most people feel left behind? We started with a shocking contradiction, a booming economy that feels like a recession. The boom session is more than a clever word. It's the story of millions of Americans and Kenyans watching global trends, wondering why their hard work isn't paying off. Do you feel the boom or the recession in your daily life? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking news that connects the global economy to your wallet.